What's up? What's up, y'all? It is your boy, the real Uriah. He back here with another video. Yes. Check it. If y'all have seen the last video, the part 1 to my school altercations, I think that's what I'm naming all it. I think I'm gonna make this a little playlist because there's 4 parts to it, and this is the second part. Now, check it. If y'all haven't went to see the first part, go ahead and go check that out. It's pretty funny. Well, yeah, it's pretty funny. And if y'all haven't seen the video where I go into how my ex stole my math skills, then y'all are gonna be not missing a huge chunk because I'm gonna be covering it again in this video because she ties into this video. So basically, in that last video, I just do a little teaser on what's coming, what's to come in this video. So before I get into all of that, sorry, I'm out of breath. So here are my TikTok and my Instagram page. Please go check those out. My TikTok is for my personality, and for the Instagram, it's for y'all to hit me up, talk about your day, see for y'all to text me what videos y'all want to see. So boom. Is there anything else that I need to talk about? No? Then let's get into the video. I'm Uriah. This is the real Uriah's channel. Let's get into it. Alright, so let's get into the video. Now, I was currently in middle school, the home of the Buccaneers, Buchanan Middle School, where I had asked a girl out. It was around Valentine's Day, I know that, and I'm covering this part again because most of you guys probably didn't go and see the last video, which is okay. So here we are. I'm asking a girl out. It was around Valentine's Day, and I asked her out with an anonymous letter. I didn't ask her out. I just sent her an anonymous letter because I was theatrical like that. And then I don't remember when I told her that, hey, yo, it was me, you know what I mean? I'm Mr. Anonymous or whatever, and she saw me as a brother, and I should have left it there, and I was like, yeah, you know what I mean? But then she told me she'll think about it, when I should have been like, you know what? Nope, we're good. The story continues. After, I don't know how long, we're in the last period of the day, and we have the same class together, PE, and I was walking the track, and she was talking with her girls, deciding on whether she should date me or not, I guess. And one of my cousins from middle school told me not to go out with her, this, that, or third. I ignored him and ran to her after she sent one of her friends to tell me that she had something to say to me. So she said yes. I was happy. I gave her an awkward hug in front of all the girls. I got my things. I started jumping and I started running all the way to one of our me and the girls' third friend in the group. I'm not gonna give him a name. This is not a part of the video. This is not one of the reasons why I'm making the videos. I'm not making this video to call out somebody, this, and a third. It is for personally my experience, my feelings, and what I should have done differently and stuff like that. If there is any middle schoolers out there that are going through the same thing that I'm going through. So here we go. He had chocolate and roses and stuff like that. Apparently going to go ask out the girl I just asked out in our little trio or whatever, this and the third. Hold your L, bro. Hold your L. Now, I'm starting here because guess what? I think this is why from here on out, the relationship between me and her and him, between all 3 of us, changed from that day forward. Now, from that day forward, me and her were together, and he was still the third guy. He didn't want to hang around as much. He didn't want to, talk to me as much. This and the third. He was always butthurt. So I understood, you know what I mean? I always thought maybe just give him some time, this and the third. Now, let me give you another thing about this guy. This guy, okay, I'm not, okay, most people thought he was gay, just like me. When I was, for some reason, when I'm a freshman into any school, people think I was gay until I started dating girls, this and the third. For you guys, I was never gay. You know what I mean? I don't know what it is. I am a little flamboyant at sometimes, but that's just me. So I say that to let you know about this next part. He didn't have really any guy friends. I was really the only guy that spoke with him, this and the third. He always hung around girls. It was just girls. Didn't matter who or what size or what they look like or anything. They were always around him. I don't know. And he never tried to get with any other of those girls. I know he tried to get with the girl that I was with at that time, but I never knew if he tried to get with other girls around him. But that was that. So from when me and this girl got together, our relationship was rocky between each other. And then after she broke up with me, during Spirit Week, I kind of it was just those two now. They were the duo now. I was left out of the trio. Now, don't get me wrong. I didn't care. I already had a good set of friends. I had my boy Anthony. What's good, dog? What's going on, bro? I'm trying to shout you out, bro. I had my boy Anthony. I had 3 other people. I'm not gonna name their names because I don't know if they want their names out there, but they know who they are. I still talk to them to this day. They are my fam and stuff like that. I am really cool with them. They're they're the people, they're my foundation. You know what I mean? But relationships or bonds or family friendships and stuff like that are one. You know what I mean? Especially chosen family. Sorry, all right. I'm done. All right. So being left out of the trio dissipating wasn't really a breaking point for me. I guess it was, but it was a breaking point for it was a breaking point for me when she broke up with me. I literally stopped wearing colorful things and stuff like that because I know that our uniform stuff was purple, black, gray, white, and then on Spirit Week I think it was red, or you wear whatever you want to wear as long as you have good grades and you have a wristband or something. I can't remember exactly, but yeah, it was to the point where I was wearing all black out all the time. I had different shirts now. Don't think I'm nerdy now. Do you know how many polos I got in the goddamn closet right now? Don't do that, bro. Don't do that. So, you know what I mean? But, yeah. Okay, so now let me get, now I covered all that. Now, let's get into the good stuff. The reason you guys clicked onto this video, brother. So, me, the dude, and my ex that stole my math skills are all in math class together. We have always been in math class together, and that was just the way it is. Now now she's my ex. I'm not talking to dude. I'm not thinking about dude. I'm listening to Juice WRLD or whatever. Wearing my black jacket and my black pants and my black shoes and my black shirt. Y'all thought I was joking. Now, I was doing my work. I was sitting. I don't know how. I got like, guys. I don't sit down and like think about these things because I don't want it to sound like it rehearse or anything like that. I'm not a rehearser. Like I said at the first video of this joint, there's gonna be a lot of gaps and stuff like that, a lot of thinking process and stuff like that for y'all to know that how authentic this is. Now, when I say I don't know, doesn't mean that it won't come to me in a few seconds because it's not that far away. Like me remembering my birthday. That's gonna be a minute. That's gonna be a minute. But stories like these, they stick with me because they help me become who I'm supposed to be. Now, let's get back into the video. Now, I was sitting in math class, and my boy Keon, I mentioned him in my other video. He was in the class. There was a lot of other people in that class. I can't remember them, so don't come at me, please. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but I'm pretty sure it was Keon that told me, like, hey yo, how you gonna let him talk about you like that? This and the third, da 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 da. Why you being so scared? This and the third, da 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 da. Now, for some reason, here's the thing. For some reason, put yourself in my position. You're going through a breakup, you know, you're just living one day at a time until you get over that person, you know what I mean? You're, you know, just talking with your friends, barely talking, zoning out, smelling when your ex gets to school campus and knowing that information, and for some reason you have that ability now. Which helps you get into a deep depression, and your grades are slipping and stuff like that. And you know, you go home and then you go to sleep and then you wake up just to do it all over again. And you talk with the same amount of people, with the same people, this and a third, and you go on about your day. And then you're in math class, you're like, okay, time to go to PE where you don't really participate anymore, this and a third. And then before that happens, one of your companions is like, hey yo, how you gonna let him talk to you like that? This and the third, da 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 da. Now you know what it's like in my world at that moment of time. You don't know what the fuck is going on. This is why I think that it was like contained. When I say contained, it's like certain amount of information is tossed between these four walls, and me, the people that I named not that long ago, are outside of those walls. You know what I mean? Turns out, old dude was talking smack about me. Was going around school talking about, oh, I'll beat his ass. For what? For what? You may ask. I think it all started on Valentine's. You know what I mean? I think it all started there. Because guess what? I gave him his space, you know, when me and her were dating. And after, you know, me and her stopped dating and I saw that he was gravitating towards her, I was like, you know what? It's all good. You know what I mean? I didn't think that, for some reason, I didn't think that they were dating. Because, you know, I didn't think that they were dating. But they might have, I'm not sure. But, so... Sorry. Now I'm in the loop now. I'm putting stuff together that he was talking to certain people, making sure that the other certain people, like my friends and Anthony and stuff like that, don't hear what this person is talking about. Is not hearing what he's saying about me behind my back. I remember that he was talking, you know, smack and talking about he will beat me in a fight. That he's still talking, and that I still haven't accepted his fight invitation, this and a third. Mind you, I never got any of those. I never heard any of those because I don't think he really wanted to fight me. You know what I mean? I think he wanted to seem all tough and stuff like that. This guy, this is the guy that wears khakis. You know what I mean? We didn't have we had uniform shirts. We never had uniform down below. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure. You know what I mean? Like, we never wore khakis. You know what I mean? This guy wore a jacket that didn't have a hoodie, but like that came up all the way to the collar and stuff like that. This is the guy that didn't really have a book bag. He had a binder for his stuff. You know what I mean? This is the guy that we're talking about. You know what I mean? So, you know, I'm hearing all this and I'm looking at him. I look at him. It's the end of the class. We're not learning anymore. I'm hearing him talk. I'm hearing not him talk, but to the people, my companions that overhear this information, like talking, saying all this stuff that he's saying. I look at him. He's not saying a damn word. He's trying to avoid eye contact with me. Because I don't believe he wanted to fight me. But here's the thing. I ain't no bitch. You know what I mean? My mama didn't raise no hoe, you know? Because in my mind, I'm gone. I'm thinking about my ex and this and third, and you want to annoy me. You want to spread rumors about me that I'm scared to fight you with this and a third. Who knows how long these rumors have been going? Who knows? You know what I mean? So I was like, is this true? This and a third, da 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 da. And he was like, yeah, it's true. This and a third, da da da. Not with the bass in his voice. And we all know this kid. He always has that bass in his voice. This and a third, da 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 da. You know what I mean? Now, understand me. I don't know what it is. Understand me. This kid was annoying. This is not an understatement. Because what happens after the altercation will show you how much he was annoying to other people. Okay? No cinematic stuff. Just be truthful here because where I keep it real. Alright? So now I'm starting to see like a trend here. In middle school, I see a trend here. You know what I mean? But we'll get to that. So I'm like, okay, bet. I'll see you after class. If you knew how many desks, how many excitements, like, oh yes, so many instigators ready for a fight. You know what I mean? Like that. Like in middle school, beginning of middle school, we had fights, but it wasn't like, you know, it was here and there. You know what I mean? Like that. It was kind of like one of those schools where it was like, damn, bro, it's been a while since we had a fight. Shit, you know what I mean? It's one of those joints. You know what I mean? So my chest is pumping. It's beating. You know what I mean? It's different from the last video where I, was like fed up and I was still feeling the same way, but it was different this time. I was not like initiating. I was just accepting the challenge. He knows what's coming. I know what's coming. We're both stepping into the arena. We know what's about to happen, what needs to happen, and only one of us is going to take a W, and one of us is going to hold that L. Now, in middle school, whoever gets the most hits and the last hit wins. That's how it goes. You know what I mean? Usually in boxing, you know what I mean? In boxing, it doesn't matter if you get the last hit. Whoever has the most hits or whatever, this and a third, or the most combos or whatever, gets the win. Now, in middle school, combos, the most hits, the last hit. Now, if you're getting your ass whooped and you get the last hit, you still don't win. You know what I mean? You still don't win because that doesn't work. So, understand. All right. Let me stop right here real quick. I know that y'all, are tired of me stopping. Y'all want to hear the details. Understand that there is a video out there. Understand that I tried finding the video. I don't know where the video is. I don't want to ask around for the video. I don't want to do it. You know what I mean? I was going to have my first reaction for this video. This was going to be my first reaction on this channel. Now, I'm kind of glad I didn't find it because I don't want this person's face. You know what I mean? That's gonna be a lot of editing, people's faces out and stuff like that. I don't want all that to happen. So here it is. You know what I mean? I was going to do a little reaction joint, this and the third, stop it, diagnose it, all that stuff. But I'm glad I didn't because everything happens for a reason. You know what I mean? So understand that there is a video out there, and if you find that video, there it is. You know what I mean? But okay, now let's get into the nitty gritty. Now we all get out of math class, right? And my math teacher is like, Uriah, don't do it, Uriah. And I'm like, I don't remember what I said. I know I was like, I'm just tired of this. Something depressing. I'm just like, I'm tired of this. I want this to end. Let's finish this. Okay, so I put my book back down. I'm in my stance. You know what I mean? I'm letting the crowd get around and stuff like that. I'm just standing. You know what I mean? I'm ready. Understand that I never had started a fight or got into a fight with feet already on the ground, my opponent right there, we're gonna go at it. Because like I said in the last video, it wasn't like that. As soon as it started, we went to the ground. It was a lot of tussling, a lot of, this and the third. So this is my first joint. This is why it feels different. We're about to start this, you know what I mean? So my mom always told me never to swing first, because if you swing first, you're in the wrong. If you go into someone's space, you're in the wrong. This and the third. Now, I know this. You know what I mean? If someone comes into your personal space, if someone puts hands on you first, you have the right to defend yourself and do what you got to do for them to stop. Plain and simple. Morally, that is right. I think also lawfully, as long as it's a matched energy, you're also right. You're also in the right. So if someone puts hands on you and invades your space, that's on the third, you have the right to use your hands to get them away from you. You can't automatically grab the blick and decimate his life. Then you're in the wrong. You know what I mean? As long as it's equal force, that's on the third, cool. I know a lot of people's gonna be like, no, I don't care, bruh. Send me a letter in jail, okay? All right. And even if it wasn't a jail, you're still the wrong, bro. Now, so sorry if y'all can hear people outside, but now I'm standing. None of us really make the move. You could see him like I don't really want to do this, but my big mouth kind of got me into this thing. I'm standing there quiet, you know what I mean? Cold as ice. I'm ready. But in my body, I'm shaking. Like the adrenaline is already pumping. It's ready for me. I'm ready to react. So we're standing there for a good minute. We're in passing period. People trying to get to their classes this and the third. Except of our math class. They're ready. They know what's going on. But then there's a crowd forming. So naturally, if you're a middle schooler, if you see a crowd, you're going to join the crowd and understand what's going on. So now, it's not going to take rocket science to understand, there's a fight. Now, I'm not in freshman year anymore. I don't know if I went a year without fighting and then got into it, or like if I got into a fight freshman year and then got into a fight the next year. I don't remember. I'm pretty sure if I pull out one of my yearbooks, I'll have the answer to that. But here we are. So, I'm standing there. I understand that he's not going to make the first move. So I understand that I'm going to commit. You know what I mean? You did not talk all this stuff about me. You did not have me accept your challenge and then have me stand here for a hot minute for you to not do anything, this and the third. Now, understand, the crowd is getting impatient. People are pushing me into him, and I'm like, nope, I gotta back up. That wasn't me. You know what I mean? People want a fight right now. You know what I mean? He's not making the first move. I'm not gonna make the first move. Like I said, my mom taught me right. Never put your hands on him first. Never invade his space. If that happens to you, you are welcome to welcome him into an ass whooping that he needs to learn. Now, people are pushing him into me. Understand? I didn't go ahead and no, I didn't do that. I saw what happened. You know what I mean? I want him out of his free will to go ahead and do what he has to do. Now, my ex is like right there, this and the third. She's instigating, you know what I mean? I'm telling her back up, you know what I mean? And she wants to, act all big and stuff like that. And people are like laughing and stuff like that. But I'm like, bro, no. I'm not gonna make PE's right there. No, I want this to happen now. You know what I mean? You doing too much talking, this and that. Like what I'm doing right now. I'm doing too much talking. So let's get to it. So I know in my mind, if I say something triggering, he will respond. He will have to respond. He cannot have me tear him down verbally in front of all these people without retaliation. Now, understand this. Words cannot invite you to do something crazy. Now, understand if it was like an ultimatum, like, I'm going to kill your, I'm gonna end your family. I'm gonna end your family if you don't do this and the third. Understand, that's different. Understand that. Now, if I'm like, oh, your mom, this and the third, that doesn't give you the, morally, yes, you can react, this and a third. But understand, you fail for my trick. You know what I mean? Understand, I don't give a dang at this time. I don't know my purpose or anything like that. I was just trying to do right by life. You know what I mean? I wasn't, like a full-on Christian. I was Christian, but I wasn't like full-on as much as I am now. So, a lot of stuff that I did in the past, I would have never done to this.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
Okay, I think she's telling me to go ahead and get on with the story. Okay, so here we go. Now, I say something about his mom or something like that for him to react. So he reacts. He pushes me, and I'm like, here we go. The game has just started. Now, now we're starting. This and a third. I'm like waiting for like a swing. This and a third. I don't remember exactly how it went. I know that he did swing. I weaved it. I missed. He missed. This and a third. He swings again. I miss again. And I'm like, here's my chance. This is my first time throwing a punch in a full-on fight. Hi, I connected. And then he throws something. Hi, I connected. Keep in mind, and throughout this whole fight, he does not land a fist. He doesn't land a punch on me. He doesn't. So, I go to work. I get him up against the wooden fence. Get him onto the ground. I'm All right, we're good. We're done, right? No, I'm not done. You know what I mean? Now, I'm going in. I'm going in on him, right? I'm going in on him. All of a sudden, I feel someone come and like get on top of me, this and a third, and get me onto the side. I'm on the ground right now. This is the ground. I'm looking at him. He's looking at me. I'm looking this way. I see an agriculture teacher, trying to get me off of him. He's the guy that's trying to get me off of him. He pulls me off of him, and the dude instantly gets taken off into the crowd. There's a whole crowd. He disappears into the crowd. This and the third. I see him getting walked away. This and the third. He lost. Everybody's patting on my back. This and the third. And I'm like, no, that's not, no. Because I still had enough anger where I wasn't finished yet. You know what I mean? I wasn't finished yet. So I am now picked up. I'm getting picked up. Everybody's laughing because I'm laughing. I'm like, bro, chill. To the point where I can see where he is and he stops. I know where he's at. I can't get through the crowd. I know that I'm like, hey, yo, put me down, put me down, put me down. And they're like, you gonna be good, right? You gonna be cool? I said, yeah, I lied. and then, I went into the hallway, and then I took off. I was gone. Now, I understood. He was here. You know what I mean? I know that y'all can't really understand. He's right here behind the crowd, right? I go through this hallway. I make a left out to another hallway where I'm now on the same side as, the crowd, but on different side of the building. And then I make it out. I see him. The crowd's not in my way no more. The crowd's not in my way. I immediately jump the fence, and we're about to go at it again. But then a principal interrupts. The principal interrupts, bro. Oh, man. The principal interrupts. Right where we were about to clash. It was about to be on. It was about to be over. You know what I mean? So, I was about to Roman Reigns spear this man into oblivion. It was about to be over, but the principal stops us. He has one of his the other assistant principal take him the way that I came from, and he takes me and another principal right past PE, where there's bleachers and stuff like that. My class is at. My class, I'm supposed to be in this class right now. If I didn't accept this challenge, I would be sitting here on the bleachers this and third going into, whatever lesson we had for the day. Now, like I said, I told you that he was annoying. I'm not sugarcoating this and this and the third. I'm not, there's no cinematic shit. Now, I'm walking past, this and the third. And as I walk past, I hear whistles, I hear claps, I hear cheers, and this and a third. And my principal at the time is seeing this, and he sees that I don't acknowledge them at all. And he was like, "Are you proud of yourself? This and a third. You did it for them. This and a third." I was like, "I didn't do it for them. I did it for me." You know what? It was one of those things. So, long story short, me and dude gets ISS in school suspension, or in school suspension. So he didn't like me from then on out, this and the third. I didn't like him from then on out, you know what I mean? Because it felt like it wasn't enough, you know what I mean? From all the talking and stuff like that, it wasn't enough. Like, I didn't get enough, like, I'm not saying I wanted to pummel this guy into the ground until, like, he couldn't get up again. It felt like there was a lot of, like, if there was, like, a few more hits, a few more combos, this and the third, it would have been enough. Just like the last video with the guy. So, you know what I mean? I didn't, do anything. I didn't have to look over my back with this dude. You know what I mean? I didn't have to worry about him, because, like I said, he didn't want to fight me. He didn't want to get into a fight with me. So, his mouth got him into serious situation. Like, a lot of teachers told him that his mouth would get him to a bad situation, this and the third. Now, I spent one day in ISS. I will never do that again. You know what I mean? That was just terrible. We can talk. It was terrible. So I had like 3 days of ISS this and the third, and I was like, yeah, for the rest of ISS, I'm gonna spend it at home. My dad got upset because, I was home, you know what I mean, like that. So I don't know what he was trying to do at home, you know what I mean. Probably do something that children should not see, you know what I mean. After the day after, no, not the same night, my parents, my mom, everybody found out, this and the third. They were proud of me because apparently there was a video. I didn't know that there was a video. And they saw the video and they saw that this was like my first fight. They were proud of me, you know what I mean? They didn't know where I learned how to fight like that, this and the third. And, you know, they understood the video where I had to go ahead and do what I gotta do. So, later on that year, you know what I mean? Me and him have like a class together, this and the third. I am different. I am not over. I'm still, you know, getting through, you know, because that fight happened around the end of that year. So it was around the end of that year. I didn't miss any tests, gladly, thankfully. You know what I mean? I got all that out before, you know, dealing with the serious stuff. And one of my language arts teacher, you know, he was talking to me, you know what I mean? He was proud of me, this and the third, you know, he, you know, that was pretty much it. That was pretty much the end of that story, you know what I mean? So that video is out there. I don't remember who has it. I don't remember, but I know it's out there on YouTube. And my name is spelled incorrectly, I think. But, sorry. But I am happy that I am here to this day, you know what I mean? I'm happy that, you know, I didn't do any serious, you know, damage to old dude that, you know, I hope that he's doing good. I hope that he's, you know, getting wealth and that he's happy, you know, being, you know, I'm happy. I hope that he's doing well, you know what I mean? If would I have done anything differently? I probably would have never fought him, honestly. I probably would have never fought him. I think I addressed this in another video, an earlier video. Sorry, excuse me. Where I wouldn't fight anybody if they were talking smack about me. You know what I mean? I wouldn't like, if I was me and I was going through something like with my ex, you know, put me in that same scenario to this day, I wouldn't have fought him. You know what I mean? I would have been like, it is what it is, whatever. You know what I mean? People are always going to say something that are false. And boy, my younger self does not know what he has in store for that, what my life has in store with that. Yeah, I would have never fought him. If he spoke about like my mom, my friends I mentioned earlier, about certain people, with certain people, then I would have been like, okay, now you're overstepping some lines, this and a third. You know what I mean? Obviously, if it was a joke, I would have let it go and let it be a joke. But obviously, from what he was talking, he was talking smack, this and a third, you know, this and a third. I would have left it there. But if he spoke about my mom or certain people, like I said, it would have been on. But, you know, like I said, if I would have changed anything, that fight would have never happened. So, yeah, I felt like I was. So, I wanted to talk about this real quick. In this day and age, people die over stupid stuff, this and the third. Understand that, you know, my life is not perfect. I'm not saying, you know, I can walk in your shoes or anything like that. Just like how I can't walk in your shoes, you can't walk in mine, this and the third. Understand that, you know, I feel like I am called to do certain things, and people have and will disrespect me in that matter. Close people that are still close to me, this and the third, have spoken disrespect to me, this and the third, and still around me to this day, you know, thinking that, you know, people can think so much about you, and you have no control over that. You know what I mean? The best thing you can do is take one foot after the other and understand that, you know, that's how it just helps you understand how they see you. if you see them in a good light and they always see you in a bad light, then something's wrong. You know what I mean? That's why you need to surround yourself with people that see you for who you are, just as you see them for who they are. You know what I mean? So that's all I got to say about that. You know, that this is I hope this really hits home for other people, because I still deal with it to this day. I know that people that are going into middle school, will have to deal with people talking about them, this and the third. Understand that you don't have to answer that, but you can answer to when you have to defend something other than yourself. You know what I mean? So that's just my little 2 cents on it. Morally, do I think I was right? So I just spoke about how, if I was right, if what I would do in that situation. Morally, do I think I was right? No, I was definitely not in the right. I was definitely not in the right, in the sense of, letting someone get in my head. You know what I mean? I guess he got into my head because, he didn't want what he got, but I think he would have wanted what he got if the events were flipped. You know what I mean? If he was the winner and I was the loser. You know what I mean? So that's that. Yeah, that's the video. All right. If you have reached the end of this video, we have entered the prayer section. Please bow your head and close your eyes as we lead us all in prayer. Father God, I come to you not for attention, not for approval, and not for fame, but for truth, healing, and courage. Thank you for bringing me through moments where I felt unheard, disrespected, or pushed to react instead of respond. Thank you for teaching me that standing up for myself doesn't require anger. It requires clarity, strength, and peace. I pray for everyone watching this, especially those who've been bullied, misunderstood, or made to feel small. Give them the courage to speak without fear, the wisdom to choose peace over pride, and the strength to protect their heart without losing their character. Teach us that we don't need violence to be strong. We don't need silence to be safe, and we don't need approval to walk in truth. Cover us with peace, guard our minds, and help us stand firm, not hardened, but healed. In Jesus' name we all pray. Amen. So yeah, guys, I want to thank you guys. I feel like if a lot of people, react by not, giving people the response that they want, this and the third, or give them the reaction that they want, I feel like the world would be a lot more different. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? Not saying, people should endure certain things, you know what I mean? Obviously, if you are in a situation where you're being misunderstood constantly, this and the third, if you're, getting, labels, false labels, and seen in bad lighting constantly, this and the third, I say get out of that situation and, self-evaluate, know who you are, this and the third, and surround yourself with people who know who you are, this and the third. Have them be your foundation and vice versa. So, that is pretty much the end of that video. I will see you guys next time in School Altercations Part 3. This is my final middle school joint. I'm thinking about doing a small video after this. I'm not sure. I don't know. We'll see. Stay tuned for the Part 3, where my altercation in high school in freshman year. So, I'm Uriah. I'm the real Uriah, and I'm here to keep it real with you. Thanks.